I pledge allegiance to Kathy and Regis. Social media got me thinking like, who is Jesus? Philip Simpson, AKA Phil Fresh, the Fillionaire. Yeah. Born and raised in Detroit, East Side, 7 Mile. I took coloring serious as a kid. You know, I was probably the first out of my family to really color inside the lines and really get busy and try to save my coloring. So I don't think it's by mistake that I'm doing art for the rest of my life. I think it was a gift.
The fact that the city is coming back, it inspires me to stay and give back to the city.
I attended DSA for School of Art and Design. I did art and design as a major, visual arts. And those 4 years of my life was pretty superb. DSA was live. Growing up in 7 in Hoover, most like any other neighborhood in the inner city, there was this violence. There was a large amount of abandoned homes. But my mother kept me close, and I was a mentor to my sister, and so I didn't really get straight off into anything. And I'm all about smiling and spreading joy. Our whole mission is that we can change the world one smile at a time. It's one world, one smile. That's what we believe in. And so the brand started 2013. Been doing it about 3 years. The store's only been around for 4 months. I would like to think Detroit as a whole is improving, but it's kind of clear that downtown, midtown, New Center area is getting a lot of funding, getting a lot of large buildings. But like I said, from the 7 Mile and Hoover area, Osborne neighborhood, there's a lot of development happening that may not get the news every day, but there's a community center that I work with a lot called the Matrix Center. They do a lot of great after school programming, great evening programming for the youth. So I would like to think every inner city Brightmoor from the west all the way down to Grandma Rosedale, they have their own thing happening. It just may not get all the news attention. The DIA has been here for years, right? And I still meet people that have never been and have no idea what it is. But as an artist, I frequent the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts, often to get inspiration. And it's been one of my favorite things since a kid. Heidelberg Project. Good friends with Janine and Tyree. But when I first seen the Heidelberg Project, 9th, 10th grade, I thought it was junk. And I knew it was art, but I'm like, this is crazy. What is this stuff? And then I got older and I realized this dude is amazing. Like, I frequent the Heidelberg Project just as much as anything else, just to make sure I get inspired by what someone created and how nature plays a part on rusting certain items. And so, yeah, I would like to think those two places I frequent the most. My everyday mission is just to meet someone new. I pass out free smile buttons just here to complete strangers. I hope that my artwork, from painting smiles to wearing smiles on my shirt, it just encourages happiness.
I love the fact that Detroit is coming back, even more powerful than before.
It's the idea of opening doors and not having a boundary. We don't care about your age, your race, your gender. We want you to love art. Put in a space where we can have an open mic on one night, but the next day it'll be an art exhibit for a CCS student, and then the next day you can have Specs Howells here. So it's like, oh man, so much happening in this one space. We got a lot of energy. So hopefully we're open. We've been open a year and a half now, and look forward to more years to be here.
I probably shouldn't be wearing a Cleveland shirt to answer this question. What inspires me about Detroit? It's been through hard times, and people don't quit. People are hardworking.
Smile was birthed out of me being kind of sad at one point, and me telling myself I need to smile more. Say, if you got an urge to break dance, practice. If you got an urge to play flute, save up some money from the cans or whatever you got to do to get that flute and practice. I'm an artist. I can't go a day without sketching something. You take me to a fine dining restaurant and we paying $50 a plate, guess what? I'm sketching on a napkin. I'm asking them, do they have a menu for kids to color? I'm doing puzzles because I need to always make something. And I guess it's a lot of more people like me out there who just need to create. So whether it's painting hats, printing shirts, painting on canvas, finding some chalk, and going towards the cement and getting busy and hoping it don't rain, just like you gotta create. And this entrepreneurship, this creating your dreams and making it reality is real. I started off painting realistic, like super detailed, but I realized I want to do more. So now I paint smiles. I paint smiles for the world to see. This is my most recent piece. There's a keyboards and a palette on there to talk about my love for art and music. This hat was inspired by the painting. And this is just all the faces of the world. I mean, this is just us smiling together with love. That's why I got hearts on here. I truly believe that with the positive energy, with passion, we can change the world. And so, change the world starting right here in Detroit, though. It's Milwaukee Junction, Brightmoor, Grand Mount Rosedale, you got Corktown, you got Southwest Detroit. All these places have something in common because we love strong. Detroit inspires me in so many ways. One thing I love to do is meet new people. And whether that's an associate of someone or it's a complete stranger, you never know how you can be inspired by their story. One thing that inspires me here is that the small business sector is thriving like none other. There's so many small business incubators that can help your dreams go further. And so I used to work with TechTown as an employee. Now I still get assistance and help from TechTown. I'm a Build grad from Build Institute, so I still get help from Build. Inspiration comes from the people of Detroit. Inspiration is everywhere, though. I hope the Smile brand inspires Detroit by just staying positive, because we have enough negative things that can consume our mind. I pray I get 1,000 likes on this picture I post, and if I don't, I may go postal, walking to UAW local and go local, lead a scene, burn rubber, no Rick and Roro, running from the popo screaming, follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to repeat and play my song and repeat. Maybe the hook should be follow me on Twitter. And watch me blow out my brains. I did it all for the fame. My tombstone right next to my name and read follow me on Twitter. That's it.